We've always been really excited by Kung Fu films and really over-the-top action movies.
That includes the whole genre, from Hong Kong movies to samurai movies to particularly wuxia movies.
We even sat down every Friday just to watch some Asian Kung Fu flick.
We've got a really amazing concept artist, Alessandro Taini, who created the beautiful concept art that we have.
The main task was to create a powerful, elegant girl, but still fragile, so like a human.
We did have a few moments in time where we wondered whether we'd be able to create a really successful female heroine. So we started to create some male equivalents, but we just knew in our heart of hearts that the male character wasn't as strong as the female character, and so we went back.
I remember at one E3 show when our game was announced, 3,000 games were on show, and ours was the only original game that had a female lead. In hindsight, it was quite a bold move, but at the time it was just a sensible choice.
When I knew Andy Serkis was the king, this was the first paint I did. It's really important, even the crow, which is part of the costume. It's like his soul, the crow. It's like a demon. These are the first sketch for Kai, which is the other little girl. The most important thing about Kai is the animation. I wanted something look like a cat and moving like a cat.
So this is Kai, the archer. Before we started any in-game animations, we did a little style test. In the PlayStation 3, we can use arcs and tangents, which is kind of just the way we animate. So we get smooth, organic movements. And before it would look, but now you kind of get deceleration and acceleration. So you get what we call squash and stretch, essentially, in the animation a little bit.
When we first started developing Heavenly Sword, we knew it was going to be a next-gen console game. But at the time, there wasn't even any development kit to begin working on.
We had no real idea what the technology would be. We had no dev kits or anything, so we had to do educated guesses.
We took into account Moore's law, which states that every 18 months processing power doubles, and started developing technology on machines that weren't capable of running that technology, hoping that the next generation consoles would catch up with us.
When I compare the footage that we get from PlayStation 3 to the frames of the video footage we had back then, the PlayStation footage just looks way better than we could actually create.
We can certainly have greater draw distances, we can add far more polygons than we could. When you play the game, the opening shot of Chapter 2, you can see for miles and miles, and it's literally that far in the game. We've got more particles in there, we've got more storage space for textures and things like that, so we can have a great fidelity of the artwork.
When you look at Noriko or Kai, they've got really beautiful skin shaders on them, so the skin looks very, very realistic. And that ties in with the facial motion capture that we've been performing, so that we get really believable expressions on their faces. This allows us to just create much more believable performances.